Hello, everyone. I am Rachel Skarsten, and I am joined today by my beautiful, lovely, wonderful, darling co-star, Corey Sevier.
Hey, everybody.
We are so excited for all of you to see our new movie, Jazz Ramsey, K-9 Mystery.
Me too. We had a lot of fun on this one, and I can't wait for the audience to see it.
Yeah, me too. So we have a couple of questions that Hallmark Mysteries sent our way for us to answer. So let's get started. Question number one. Jazz Ramsey, a K-9 mystery, follows my character, Jazz. Can you, Corey, tell us more about her unique career and how her job plays a big role with the police?
Well, it's interconnected with my character. So, without giving too much away, and Rachel, step in to correct me if I'm incorrect on the details, but I believe your character started going to the police academy where our characters met. You then went into search and rescue and dabbled in the fire department because your father was in the fire department. So you were like all things rescue police force. And I don't want to give anything away, but then your character took a step away and you found a new career with training dogs to help solve crimes. And that's where we pick you up when this film begins.
But you did forget an important piece of the equation, because I believe at the police academy, we had a little thing. We went steady.
That's right. There was a romantic relationship that did happen prior to the movie beginning. So there's lots of history there when our characters come face to face again.
Yeah, I'd give you A++ on that answer.
Only 1A, because technically I forgot the romance part, but I wanted to save some of that.
That's true. Just A+, not plus.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Okay, so question 2. While Jazz is running a demonstration with her crime-sensing dog, Zeus, she uncovers a murder victim. Without giving too much away, can we share more about the case?
Yes. So Jazz went to Astor Academy when she was younger. That was her alma mater. And her best friend, Sarah, now is the headmistress at this academy. So she's back there giving a demonstration with her dog, Zeus, to the girls. And during the demonstration, something is uncovered. And again, without giving too much away, the mystery is very much wrapped up within the school. So, people that Jazz had grown up with become suspects, people that she admired or thought were her friends. Now, all of a sudden, she's questioning. And it makes for a really interesting dynamic, I think.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Okay, so next question. When my character's demonstration turns into a crime investigation, she crosses paths with very foxy detective Nick, who is assigned to work the case. Tell us more about Jazz and Nick's history. Oh, there you go. That was your in.
Well, so there you go. So there was some history there. We dated during the police academy. And again, don't want to give too much away, but they have since broken up. From Nick's perspective, he was very career driven, as was your character. But the demands of being a police detective and trying to rise up the ranks kind of got in the way a little bit of being able to spend time together that you needed to foster a relationship. So that's sort of the history that we have when we meet. And then from there, again, don't want to give too much away, but who shows up at the crime scene that you discover with Zeus is my character. And it's been a little while since we've seen each other. And it goes from there.
Yeah. And I think my character also felt, not to bring our past baggage into this interview, but I think my character felt you really liked the limelight a lot, and that didn't sit well with me.
No, exactly. He was he kind of became the face of the department in a way.
Yeah.
And I think for sure your character saw that as, he's choosing not only his job, but the limelight over. And again, I keep saying don't want to give too much away, but there were a few moments, really important moments in your character's life that Nick was absent from. And I think he carries guilt for that. which actually added a lot of emotional fun to play with between some of our serious.
Yeah, the levity of that, I think, was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. So, you know, he's got some explaining to do, I think, when we which is kind of
yeah.
and,
all right, you're up.
About Nick is, you know, he's now this lead detective, and he shows up, and the last person, you know, he expects to see is you, but then he realizes, of course, the dog training, it all makes sense, and they go from there.
Yeah.
All right. Question 4. We have a furry friend who plays an important role in helping our characters solve the mystery. Can we share our experience working with Zeus?
Yes, Zeus was actually, I had 2 K-9 co-stars in this film. So a lot of the time I've since learned, because I've never really worked with a dog in a film before you have, Cord, but they often have 2 dogs that look identical. So we had Dylan and we had Zeus, and Zeus was like, you know, the old hat. He's the big star, and Dylan's like the up and comer who's learning. And so I actually worked a lot with Dylan as well. And they kind of have fortes in doing different things, which I found very interesting. So if anyone's seen the show Hudson and Rex, Zeus is, of course, the star of that show. But there are many dogs who play that one character. So it was like double the fun for me getting to work with 2 beautiful, beautiful dogs. And it was really quite incredible to me what they could do, especially given the circumstances of having a set with, like, you know, 80 people and lights and tons of things going on. Specifically in the scene, you know, where we find the body, the Zeus's trainer is off behind camera, and we'll say one command, and then Zeus is like patting at a certain specific spot, and then whining, and then doing this, and I'm like, man, this dog knows its lines better than I do.
The dog was a pro.
Yeah.
It set the tone.
So I was like sweating. I'm like, oh no.
And you're totally right. The 2 different dogs had different personalities.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was kind of cool to be like, and what I love about working with animals is they keep you so honest as an actor, because spontaneous things will happen and you're forced to react to it. But these dogs were so good. It was like me going, oh shoot, that's my line. You know?
I know. And it was also funny because Dylan is younger, so he had like a bit more tude, you know, and sometimes he'd just flat out be like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. and then you could see like big boy Zeus just coming in. He was like, I got this. And then he'd do it. And, but yeah, no, I really loved working with both of those dogs. We took many a selfie together. That's for sure.
That's right.
Okay, so during the investigation, Jazz's fear of facing danger starts to resurface when she starts collecting evidence. How does Nick help Jazz overcome her fears?
Well, I would say Nick's helped her. I mean, Jazz is very capable. I feel like she kind of had this on her own, but the one thing is she has had some things that have happened in her past. Again, not giving anything away, that real dangerous situations can trigger that in her. And I think Nick over the years had learned to take a kind of an approach to policing that's much slower pace, taking your time. Jazz is a little more impulsive than he is, and he knows that. So when she would get worked up, he was always trying to be like, okay, settle down, let's follow the facts. But again, her gumption is kind of what really helps them succeed. So it's this nice contrast that they have together that was really fun. So yeah, so Nick tried to calm the storm when things got a little crazy. Yeah,
just like us in real life.
Exactly. Which we should mention, I guess, that for anyone, you know, who people don't know, we worked together on a series when we were 13. So the fact that our characters had this history and the fact that I've known you for so many years it just made it so much easier to step on set. And it was awesome.
It had like an instant chemistry because we've had it for, oh my goodness. I think I texted you about, is it 27 years? I had to do the math because I was like, no, it can't be that long.
That feels way too long. But I think if we're being honest with ourselves, it's 25 years plus for sure.
Oh no, I did the math. It's 27.
It's 27. Yeah. And it's weird how it felt so familiar even after that much time. So I guess it's a testament to just, our friendship over the years. So anyway, just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there.
All
Okay.
right, you're next.
All right. So question number 6. This is the first Hallmark mystery that we both have starred in.
Yes.
What qualities do we each love about our characters that make them important assets to solving the mystery?
All right. I think that personally, I love Jazz's heart. I love that fire, that genuine desire to help people and to make her corner of the world or her part of the world the best that it can be. I think that was what I found incredibly endearing about her. That, and that she spends her days with dogs. I was like, yeah.
I like this person. Yeah, she's awesome. And Nick, what's interesting about Nick is we covered sort of the history and how I like that he had reached a point in his life where he's willing to admit his mistakes. And I think he realized that life isn't all about work. And I think he's drawn back into your character's heart, which opens him up again in a way that's was really fun to play opposite you. And I think despite all the action and the mystery and stuff, there's also some really nice, genuine moments between us as the actors. So I really just hope people are going to enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Next question. There are a lot of thrilling moments in the movie while Jazz and Nick are sleuthing and rekindling their relationship. Can we each share a favorite scene without giving away spoilers? So Corey's going to say without giving away too much.
You get a point for every time I say that on the bingo card. Well, good question. I mean, there were so many fun scenes. Obviously, all the scenes with the dog, like running through the school while Zeus was chasing down said bad guys. That I'm not gonna say anything else. That was super fun, and as you said, it kind of brought me back to my years on Lassie and just watching the dog trainers, how they work. That was incredible. I also really like the stuff at your apartment when we come over and we're trying to solve the mysteries, because it's just there's so much pace to the film. There's one of those rare moments where they sit down and they're reconnecting on a personal level, and I really enjoyed doing those scenes as well.
Yeah, I think I also really like the most fun that I had was when we were filming in that church, and which doubles for sort of the bowels of the school. And it was, we just had like a really fun time, just kicking it and hanging out. And I all the scenes kind of meld together in a sense, but that location I had such a wonderful time with. And also we had a lot of our co-stars there who were all so lovely. And I can just remember us being in that hallway doing that walk. I don't even remember what scene it was. And we're walking in with Zeus.
Yeah.
And I think Sarah was taking some photos of us, like, whatever, making jokes in the background, and Marco, our director. And it was just a really, to be honest, I feel that way about every Hallmark movie that I do, everything that I do for Hallmark. It's always such a lovely environment and a fun set. This one had the added bonus of course, having all the history with you and it being a reunion.
Yeah, exactly. It's when we walked down that hall, it felt very real. Like we were walking with Zeus, I'm like, all right, this is, we're here for business. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Okay. As Jazz and Detective Nick get closer to solving the murder, new suspects start to arise. Can we each give a clue to the viewers that they should be on the lookout for as they sleuth along while watching?
Yeah, sometimes you don't really know the people you think you know.
That's a great.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Yeah. Pay attention and don't discount anybody. That's what Detective Nick would say. You got to consider everybody a suspect.
That is literally one of your lines.
That's one of my lines. Exactly. I'm very like old school, like, yeah. We had some fun lines too. You have some epic lines, and we each had these moments where we had good giggles offset, but it was so fun. It was, it's exciting. And like you said, fantastic cast and crew. Our director, Marco's wonderful. Yeah, it was just a really fun set. And I didn't have to work in the rain like you did. So technically, I really dodged a bullet on that one.
I know. Corey over here only working indoors.
Yeah.
Daytime. But that's
Nick
cool.
has done his hair. He can't mess it up in the rain.
Oh, his coif.
Yes, he's very coiffed. It's one of the most coiffed looks that I've had in a Hallmark
It's
movie.
actually the only movie I've ever been on. I think less maybe some period things where there were wigs involved, where my male co-star's hair was fussed over more than my hair. Like, they'd come in, they'd be like, hair. And then someone would run in. I'd be like, oh, here we go. They're here for my hair. And then they'd breeze past me and just like be like in Corey's hair.
Detective Nick had to look good on camera. So yeah, he was very, I'm not used to that in real life. And it was actually kind of fun. It was only fair that I have to be fussed over on this one. So
yeah. Okay. So to wrap up our live chat, we have a guess the character game with only a few clues. Who could it be? Guess along with us in the comments. Okay. This is very fun. So do you want to read one clue and I'll read one clue and then we'll go back and forth? All right, okay. So I'll start.
Okay.
I encourage Jazz to pursue a career as a dog trainer.
I am a fan of Jazz and Nick being more than just friends.
Ooh. I am always there to help Jazz if she needs help.
Who am I?
Honestly, if I didn't know the answer to this, I would have guessed wrong. And I would have said Zeus.
Right. I think it's a double answer because Zeus is always there, getting us to helping us, bringing us together. I support that answer. However, the correct answer technically is your mom, Andy.
Yes.
Yes. But Zeus is also a very good 1B answer.
If you wrote Zeus in the comments, I see you.
Yeah.
I see
you. Exactly.
All right. So, that's it. We only had one question. Yeah. Oh, I was just getting started.
I know. We need more.
I know. Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We could be here and talk to you forever. But alas, other people have movies they need to talk about. So we just want to thank you so much for being here today and in advance for watching our movie, Jazz Ramsey, a K-9 mystery. Corey, can you tell them where they can catch it?
Yes, you can tune in on Friday, August 2nd at 9/8 Central only on Hallmark Mystery. And you can tweet along with us while watching using the hashtag Jazz Ramsey.
Yes, and you can check our social. Oh, actually, Corey doesn't have Instagram. I'm starting a like petition for Corey to get Instagram. So you just, I don't know. I don't even know how you contact him, but just somehow blast him. But you can check my socials for behind the scenes photos. I've already posted some, but I'll continue to do it leading up to the premiere. Mwah.